Good morning. I'm coming in a little bit early. It's okay. We're waiting till 5:55. But just in case people need a bit of a little pump up. Just got some music going in the background again this morning to get myself fired up and ready for another week. Another week, here we come. It's 5:55, people. Time to turn the music down. So we're just going to wait a second while Facebook notifies everybody that I have gone live. And yay, hello, I can see some people joining in now. That's awesome. Facebook's doing its job. I'm just clicking away quickly. If you want to share this out into the world, that would be fantastic. G'day, Amanda. Morning, sweetie. Wow, okay, what a start to the morning. 5:55 this morning, 5 minutes at 5. Let's get cracking. Today's topic is, and I've changed it 5 times, but today's topic is the #1 technique for noticing money beliefs that are holding you back. So let me tell you a story. There was a time when money was a massive issue for myself, also for my husband Jonathan, and you know, we were paying the bills and working the business and paying the bills and working the business and paying the bills and working the business, and that's all we seemed to be doing. Yes, we were having a good time, we were having holidays, but we just couldn't kind of get our heads up and over that, you know, that ceiling of just making ends meet, I guess. And so what I did was, you know, all the research and reading that I do and the courses and programs that I go to, and I can't remember, morning Dana, morning Emma, can't remember where I learnt this one, but I printed out a copy, so a screenshot of my bank statement, and I changed the figure on the bank statement of the balance to read $10,000, because for me that was a buffer of, I want to have a peace of mind account knowing that I've got $10,000 cash there. And so I got it printed out on A4 paper, stuck it up on the wall, and it said Macquarie bank account, Michelle and Jonathan. So it looked just like a bank statement. Macquarie bank account, Michelle and Jonathan house, $10,000. And then as I was printing it off and blue tacking it up there on the wall in the bedroom, I was going, as if that's ever going to happen. You're dreaming. And that's how I started to notice the first set of money beliefs that were holding me back. So as soon as I went into that action of doing something to attract financial abundance into my life, I could feel myself smashing against those belief walls. So it was great. I think I had that up there for probably maybe 6 months. 6 months while I was going, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Have you looked at your bank account recently? You know, you just looked at your bank account before and it didn't say 10,000, said $300. Who do you think you are? And so then I had to keep processing and keep working and shifting and doing energetic work and body work and mindset work to move that and remove that and start clearing the way. And yes, it takes time. That did not happen overnight that I went, oh, I can really see that there will be $10,000 in that bank account one day. You know, it takes effort, and with effort is commitment. So it's, instead of coming from that place of suffering of, oh, you're never going to be able to do that, you're never going to be able to do that, it's a suffering energy and a suffering weight on top of you. It's coming from that commitment. I'm committed to actually working through this mindset belief stuff that I have around money, because having $10,000 in my bank account is going to make me feel peaceful and free and stable and secure and, you know, empowered. So it's really pulling in and connecting to the feelings of what that $10,000 bank account would make me feel like. And I can say probably 12 months, no, it wouldn't be 12 months, it would be probably 2 or 3 years later that bank account has 3 times that amount in it. So it's possible. It's possible. And it's just shifting those mindset beliefs along the way. So every time you know, you might put up a picture of a holiday, you know, holiday to Fiji. Funny how I keep referring to that one. I'm missing Fiji. You might refer to a holiday to Fiji, and that might be pinned up on your wall. But every time you walk past that vision board, you're going, you're dreaming. When are you ever going to get to Fiji? You know, your husband lost his job. You had to go back to work, blah, 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 blah. That's your clues. That little voice in your head is your clue to go, okay, something here needs to be cleared. Something here needs to be shifted. And it's in that process that you can then start to open the space that the money comes in. You know, there's the 3 things. I wrote these down. I've got a workshop board going up here at the moment. Attract money, which we can attract it. We're all very good. It's right there. We're all good at attracting the money, keeping it and growing it. Attract, keep, grow. Attract, keep, grow. That's the process that we've got to go through. Oh, cool. $10,000 is your magic number. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've had to raise mine so that I stop spending it. And you know, that's another mindset thing. It's another mindset thing. So I've raised my buffer of security level now that makes me feel secure, which funnily enough, when you start to raise your security level, look at me doing aerobics, everybody, let's go. When you start to raise your level, your income level will raise with it to meet it, because you've requested it and you've put the message out there. Okay, 30,000 is now my buffer. Okay, for 30,000 to be your buffer, this needs to happen. You need to create this. You need to go to this business. You need to do that. Yeah, Rich Living Retreat in Fiji, Malolo, here we go. So, guess what? It's 6 o'clock. I'm going to have 5 bottles of Taninger this week. No, I'm not. Oh, good morning, Margot. Good morning. So I just wanted to share that one with you. That is my number 1 tip. And number 2, you would have heard last week when we were talking about kids and listening. If you're a parent and you're a mum or a dad, doesn't matter. If you're a parent is what I'm trying to say, is listen to what your kids say about money. Because what your kids say about money is what you're telling them about money. And that is your stuff that you need to clear. So if you can hear your kids saying, oh, I don't think we can afford that, that's because you're saying that. That's your belief that you're passing through to them. So you need to clean that up so you can clear that up with them, not for them, but with them as well. Does that make sense? Hi Bailey, hi, nice to see you. So I really wanted to bring the 5 minutes at 5:55 into this group because we've got a beautiful group of people going here. I do want to keep it to the 5 minutes though with my topic and what I'm going to share, but I'm happy to always stay on a live for a little bit longer if there's any questions, or if you've got a topic that you want me to cover during the week around money. So, you know, the funny thing was, when I was saying before at the beginning, I couldn't work out what I was going to talk about, and I changed my mind 5 times, and I finally came up with this topic. One of the cards that I looked at today, it's an Esther Hicks card, Money and the Law of Attraction, and it says, whenever you are, sorry, the front of it, here, it's backwards, of course, I know that now, says, nothing is more important than that I feel good. So there's nothing more important in the world than that I feel good, because that feeling and that energy will have you attract more of that feeling. Okay, so whenever you are feeling less than good, you need to stop and say, nothing is more important than I feel good right now. How can I feel good about this? Anytime you are feeling a negative emotion, oh, nice one, Amanda. Every time you feel a negative emotion, you're in the mode of resisting something that you want, and that resistance takes its toll on you. It takes its toll on your physical body, and it takes its toll on the amount of wonderful things that you are allowing to come in to your experience as a human. So it's really important. When I was talking about how that bank statement was making me feel negative, and it was making me feel like a failure, it was making me feel, but I worked through it. I didn't go, oh, well, I don't want to feel like that. I'd like to feel positive and happy. No, I worked through it bit by bit. And that is how you're able to open up those doors and let that abundance come in. Awesome, guys. 8 minutes. Any topics that you've got that you want me to talk about? Happy to share them with you tomorrow and the rest of the week. Otherwise, have a great day. Oh, hang on, Dana. Tips to clean up and identify if you are damaging the kids' views on money. Just start talking to them about money. Kids are smart. Kids are really bright, and we can learn lots from our kids. It's, as they become adults, that they get covered with stuff that doesn't work for them, and they soon find that out. So the kids' views on money is just start to talk to them about it. What do you think about money? Where do you think money comes from? How do you think that happens? Is money the only way that you can get something? Because it's not. You can exchange a service with somebody. It doesn't have to always be money. So having those kinds of conversations with them. Also jumping onto things like the Money Smart website, moneysmart.gov.au for the Australian viewers. There is a Money Smart website in the US as well. It's a government financial literacy kind of thing. If you have a look at those, they've got some great little PowerPoint presentations and things for kids and little games to play to start the conversation around money. And I think it's really important. That's the most important thing, is that we talk about money. Our generations before us, so my parents, don't talk about money. Don't ask anybody their salary. We need to talk about it. You know, talking about it helps each other. It serves humanity. And we all learn, we all learn something from it. So that's, I hope that I inspire you to have conversations with your children about money, but I also hope that it inspires you to have conversations with other people about money. The more that we suppress our feelings about it, the more icky we feel, and the more less joy we're having in our lives. So I hope that's given you a bit of a boost around money today. Let me know what you're going to print out and stick on your wall, and also let me know what kind of, good morning, Tess. Also, let me know what kind of things you start saying to yourself as you walk past that. I don't know, somebody might put up, you know what I did when I was a kid? When I was a teenager, I wanted a Lamborghini. Why did I want a Lamborghini? Because it had groovy doors that opened sideways. That was the only reason I wanted the Lamborghini. I had a picture of a Lamborghini on the wall. And one day I'm going to have a Lamborghini because it's got groovy doors. And I've got to this stage of my life and I go, really? What would a Lamborghini give me from a feeling point of view? So connecting with the feeling as well, okay? So connect to the feeling that the material that you want has a feeling attached to it. It's really important. Tomorrow I'll chat to you about the 14-year-old kids that I taught last week with financial literacy, and we did a class about kind of around this. So I'll actually share that story with you in the 5 minutes at 5:55 tomorrow morning. All right, I'm off to the gym. See you later. Have a great week. Bye for now.